The disturbing downfall of cooking with Kaya. I remember when her videos was going crazy on TikTok, bruh. Everybody loved her videos, man. Only people who didn't like her videos were the women in relationships. You know what I'm saying? I guess her video style and how to just every dude in the world was just geeked up over her. You know what I'm saying? Every dude in the world was geeked up. So she got a downfall though. You know what I'm saying? She got a downfall. I don't know what her downfall is. We about to find out, bruh.
Having an intimate video get leaked and having entire group chats plotting to physically hurt her.
I heard they making group chats about jumping me, killing me.
To the internet completely.
Bruh, that's crazy, bruh. That's crazy. I knew the women did not like her. You know what I'm saying? I knew the women in relationships did not like her. But I did not know they was making group chats and all that stuff. Like, that's crazy, bruh. All she did was cook, bro. Like, that just go to show you, like, people just got too much hate in their heart, gang. It's too much hate in people's heart, bruh. You know what I'm saying? She just cooking, bruh. What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? What's the problem? She just cooking.
Turning against her to being completely banned from TikTok.
That is so crazy. I just hear that Kaya got banned from TikTok.
Whoever exposed Cooking with Kaya, the way your life is about to fall apart.
Cooking with Kaya's rise to fame has been anything but ordinary, but what started as viral success.
And it wasn't like the food wasn't bad, but the food looked good, bruh. Look at that plate, bruh. Eggs, bacon, pancakes, whipped cream, strawberries, and I don't know what that is, bruh. Look like ice cream or something. But it looked fire, bruh. It looked fire. Like the food, it wasn't like she was on some clout stuff. Like, she could really cook. You know what I'm saying? She could really cook.
Success has quickly spiraled into something far more disturbing. In this video, we'll dive into how Cooking with Kaya may be experiencing one of the most unsettling downfalls in TikTok history and why it might already be happening. While much of what has happened to Cooking with Kaya is undeniably unfortunate, it's important to recognize that she isn't entirely blameless either. To understand the full picture, we need to look at how she first rose to fame. Cooking with Kaya started out making average TikToks, lip syncing, dancing, and occasionally talking about being an independent woman, etc. in her TikToks. Her content was nothing extraordinary, but she gained a decent following over time. What really made her go viral was her cooking videos. However, these weren't just basic recipe tutorials. They came with a mix of playful and provocative comments, and of course, twerking, or wiggling as she called it.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. And so now the videos is coming back to me now. I remember those parts. Yeah. Cooking with Kaya, cooking, yeah.
Nah, you be twerking.
No, I don't.
I've seen it.
That's not twerking. Okay. It's wiggling, not twerking.
Yeah.
She would emphasize her cooking skills in a way that suggested she could quote-unquote steal your man, sort of speak.
Wake up and make a man some breakfast before I do. If you're so confident in yourself, why do you take the time to comment a paragraph in my comment section telling me how I cannot steal your man? You must be a little bit intimidated.
Tacitly blending traditional homemaker or trad wife traits with a flirty, attention-grabbing personality. And this approach quickly gained traction. Men found her content entertaining and appealing, while women were, let's just say, frustrated by what they saw as her reinforcing outdated gender roles. Her videos sparked debates about femininity, traditional values, and whether she was simply catering to a male audience for views and validation. Kaya's unique angle on cooking content set her apart from the countless other creators on TikTok, launching her into viral fame. But that attention came with a disturbing cost, leading to some of the most shocking events surrounding Cooking with Kaya. As Cooking with Kaya's popularity grew, so did the memes about her stealing girls' men and the criticism that she was reinforcing outdated gender roles. These discussions gained traction and drew more attention, fueling a growing divide. While Kaya
Bro, I swear that's all you have to do in this time and in this day and time, bro. All you have to do is try to say something controversial, bro, about men and women, and it goes viral, bro. And now you got a whole gender war going on. I swear that's all it is, bro. People got too much hate in their heart, gang. Too much hate, bro. Spread the peace, bro. Spread the love, bro. Spread unity, bro. You know what I'm saying?
still had many supporters, including guys who were crushing on her, the number of haters simply became impossible to ignore. And the hate she received wasn't just casual criticism. It was intense, personal, and transcended online hate. It all started when a group of her most extreme haters allegedly leaked a sex tape claiming to feature her. Whether or not the video was actually her remains up for debate, but that wasn't the point. The fact that people despised an internet personality, a complete stranger that is, to the extent that they would leak something as intimate and damaging as a sex tape is disturbing in itself. What's even worse is that this wasn't just the work of one person. A significant number of people genuinely believed she deserved this invasion of privacy and would have gladly shared the video themselves if given the chance. And
oh, that's crazy, bruh. You know how much you gotta hate a person to leak their videos, bruh? How much animosity you have built up towards somebody to leak their videos, bruh. Mind you, this is a random person, bruh. A random woman trying to make content on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Don't know nobody, bro. Don't know nobody in her comment section, gang. They went out their way to leak private videos, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. I just go to show you, bro. I say that all the time, bro. Like, people just got chill, bro. People just got chill, guy.
And unfortunately for Kaya, this was only the beginning. The obsession some of her haters had with tearing her down would soon escalate into something even more alarming, as Cooking with Kaya would also reveal in a long-form video that she's become aware of people making group chats and actually plotting to jump her, as in physically assault her, which is disturbing to say the least.
I heard they're making group chats about jumping me, killing me.
Really? You're lying?
They're making group chats. I promise you, to kill me, jump me, all kinds of stuff.
Really?
Really?
For cooking? They trying to jump her for cooking? Bro, that's crazy, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. What was going on during this time, bro? Something had to be going on during this time to where people were just hating, bro. Would just hate. You know what I'm saying? Something had to be going on, bro. This is crazy.
Yeah, people leaking my address.
Really?
With fame comes both supporters and haters. That's unavoidable, but the level of hatred Kaya faced went far beyond typical online criticism. Some people were so determined to ruin her that they actively tried to cause real harm just because her TikToks were provocative or she said something in her TikToks that they didn't really like. One of the most disturbing tactics these haters used was spreading false rumors about her age, claiming she was only 17 years old. Their goal was to make her male supporters turn against her by framing her as an underage minor. Even though this wasn't true, pushing such a damaging narrative showed just how far these people were willing to go. They weren't just critics, they were obsessed weirdos that were trying to actively destroy her reputation by any means necessary. And it didn't stop there.
Man.
The harassment escalated to the point where large groups of people began mass reporting her TikTok account, ultimately leading to her main account with almost 2 million followers being completely banned. While many people were disturbingly obsessed with tearing Kaya down, fortunately her supporters didn't stay silent. They spoke out against the extreme lengths her haters were willing to go just to harm her, highlighting how concerning the situation had become. Many also voiced their frustration over her being banned, calling out the unfairness and hypocrisy of it all. Eventually, Cooking with Kaya would get unbanned, but things didn't go back to normal. Despite getting her account back, she remained shadow banned, meaning her content wasn't reaching as many people as before. Even if you searched for her account directly, it often wouldn't show up, making it harder for new viewers to find her. While she hadn't seemingly broken any of TikTok's policies, the mass reporting from her haters had clearly taken a toll on her visibility. To make matters worse, fake accounts started popping up using her name and reposting her content. Some of these accounts managed to gain traction, but none came close to the level of engagement she once had. Meanwhile, her main account struggled under the shadow ban. Her views were were noticeably lower, and her most loyal followers couldn't find her account even if they searched Cooking with Kaya, and would only find fake accounts posting her older TikToks with lower viewership. The impact of the shadow ban is undeniable. It's made it significantly harder for her to grow, and with TikTok's unpredictable algorithm, it's unclear if she'll ever fully recover her reach, and her views are definitely gradually and slowly declining. There were also rumors that Cooking with Kaya had secured her own TV show on VH1, something that would have been a major win and direct counter to the haters who worked so hard to tear her down. If true, it would have solidified her place beyond TikTok, proving that despite the backlash, she was still in high demand. However, as time has passed, there's been little to no information confirming that the show is actually moving forward. No official announcements, no trailers, no
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like if she would have did something like, let's say, like make like a cooking channel, you know what I'm saying? Make a cooking channel on YouTube or something, where, like, you know, cause she's an influencer, so I'm pretty sure she could get like connections to other influencers on YouTube or TikTok, you know what I'm saying? And come on a cooking show, like how that dude, what's his name? Demetrius Herman, I think that's his name. How he be having a cooking show, but he invite his homies over. He invite, you know what I'm saying, some celebrities over sometimes, and they just talk, vibe out, talk, and cook stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like she could have did something like that, but dang, you know what I'm saying, that would have been a good idea. That would have been a good idea for her. Cause that shadow ban stuff, bro, like once you shadow ban on social media, it's a wrap for you, bro. It's a wrap. Like, you know how much content you gotta push out. You gotta push out so much content, bruh, if you shadow ban. And that's like every day. Probably like post maybe 6-7 times a day. Just to get unshadow banned, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Updates. What once seemed like a promising next step for her career is now looking more and more uncertain. At this point, many people are speculating that the project may have quietly been cancelled. To make a comparison, this is exactly why TikTok fame is nowhere near as stable as YouTube success. The two platforms cultivate completely different types of audiences. TikTok's rapid-fire short-form content breeds fleeting attention, while YouTube fosters long-term loyalty. We've seen it time and time again. TikTokers who explode overnight, whether through a dance trend or controversy, often struggle to maintain relevance in the long term. Even TikTokers who were once extremely popular, like Charli D'Amelio, have seen their influence fade. In contrast, YouTubers like Cory X Kenshin, who built their audience over years, can take extended breaks and still pull millions of views when they return. That level—
See, that's the thing, bro. Longevity, bro. Longevity. You gotta be consistent with content, bro. You had to be consistent, bro. It's not gonna pop overnight. And even if it does, bro, you don't really want that type of pop, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want that type of pop. I know I don't. You know, I don't. I hope my stuff, like, it goes crazy, but I don't want that. I don't want to go viral too soon, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my time is gonna be my time, and when I pop off, it's gonna be my time to pop off, bro. You know, whether it be a couple years from now, 5 years, 10 years, whatever the case may be, bro. But yeah, I prefer like a slow burn. You know what I'm saying? A slow burn.
Level of loyalty is something TikTok rarely provides. Cooking with Kaya has tried to transition her audience to YouTube, but like many before her, she's found that TikTok followers don't always translate into engaged long-form content viewers. At the end of the day, TikTok can make you famous overnight, but it can take it all away just as fast. And for Kaya, that harsh reality might already be setting in. Right now, Cooking with Kaya's future is uncertain. She's undeniably shown more personality and potential than many TikTok creators who blew up off nothing. Like Bella Poarch, for example, who went viral purely for her looks, or the Chick-fil-A sauce girl, who became famous off of a single reaction. But despite that, she's been relentlessly targeted by a hateful portion of her audience, and it's taken a—
Yeah, bruh. I feel like if she just, you know what I'm saying, if she just go the route of Demetrius Herman, add her little sauce to it, make her whole thing, you know what I'm saying, make something for the girlies, you know, do something for the girlies, bruh. Dudes gonna watch regardless, bruh, because dudes is attracted to her. If she do something for the girls, bruh, you know what I'm saying, make like a cooking channel or whatever, really showing the girls how to cook, Also, maybe, I don't know, doing whatever the girls do in the kitchen where they be like gossiping or whatever. I don't know what it is they be doing, bro. But yeah, like, what's her name? Ari, I think that's her name. G Herbo's baby mother. Like, she has a cooking channel, bro. You know what I'm saying? She be cooking with dude. And she be inviting people over and they be having real conversations, guy. I just seen a clip where her talking to what's her name? Barbie baby or whatever. I don't know her name. I don't keep up with none of this stuff, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I seen a clip where they was having a real conversation about the Dr. Phil girl. That's where she come from. The Dr. Phil girl. Having a real conversation about her rise in the industry, in the entertainment industry. And said that, bro, she was getting like assaulted, bro. She was getting assaulted from ages of 13 to 16 or something by her bodyguard. Big cuz that was with her. You know what I'm saying? Real conversations, bro. She go that route. Maybe she can, you know what I'm saying, rejuvenate her whole social media presence, bro. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I'm just a part-time trying to be full-time streamer, gang. What do I know? All right, man. That's the video, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. I'll see y'all next time, man. Deuces.